If weight loss seems to be harder for you than other people, your daily eating habits might be preventing your weight loss hormones from doing their job. Hi, I'm Dr. Becky from drbeckyfitness.com. I'm a college instructor of the science of nutrition. Two hormones that you want working properly when you're on a diet are insulin and leptin. Unfortunately, a diet high in refined carbs and sugary drinks interferes with the performance of these hormones. In other words, if you are feeding yourself muffins and sugary coffee drinks in the morning, white bread sandwiches, cookies, and energy drinks in the afternoon, and pasta washed down with soda in the evening, then there is a good chance that you are blocking the actions of these hormones, even if you're keeping your overall daily calories low. Now, a good way to understand how these hormones impact your weight is to think of them as delivery trucks driving around your bloodstream. So let's start with insulin. This delivery truck transports sugar to 3 locations. It's either going to your liver cells, your muscle cells, or your fat cells. When you do something like drink a can of soda, you dump nearly 10 teaspoons of sugar into your bloodstream. Same goes for a medium-sized muffin, which can contain more than 9 teaspoons of sugar. And as a result, your bloodstream puts more insulin trucks on the road to get that extra sugar moved into your cells. Now, this is the way it's supposed to work, and it is an efficient system for tackling an occasional sugary treat. But if you drink sugary soda on a regular basis, or you start every day with a muffin, or you eat refined carbs throughout the day, the system gets overwhelmed and you become insulin resistant. When you're insulin resistant, your insulin trucks try to deliver sugar to your liver and your muscles where it can be stored as energy, but those roadways are blocked. These cells then have been basically become resistant to insulin, and with nowhere else to go, the excess sugar, it just builds up in your bloodstream, and eventually that creates a state in your body that results in fat storage. Now, fat only moves in one direction at a time, so when fat is being stored, it's not being released. So your food choices have essentially blocked your body's ability to get rid of body fat. Now, let's talk about leptin and how it's impacted by refined carbs and sugar. Leptin is a hormone that's made by your fat cells. So actually, the more fat you have, the more leptin you have. If we use our analogy of the delivery truck, then we can see that leptin would be a truck that is delivering a message to your brain about how much fat you have stored on your body. If your brain receives a lot of these deliveries, well, it knows that there's plenty of fat, and it starts to take actions to get rid of some of that. So you lose your appetite, your metabolism speeds up, and you burn more fat. So that's how things are supposed to work. But when you drink a lot of sugary drinks and eat a lot of pastas and breads and other refined carbs, these leptin trucks, well, they get lost and they never deliver their message up to your brain, and this is called leptin resistance. Your brain never gets that message to shut down hunger and speed up your metabolism, so you are left with that compulsively insatiable hunger. You burn fat very slowly, and this all goes on even if you have a lot of leptin floating around your blood. Now, if this sounds like you, then you need to do something to address your food choices. Ideally, you want to cut out sugary drinks and refined carbs completely. And if you really have trouble losing weight, you may want to consider reducing your overall carbohydrate intake. I have a video that talks about what to eat when you cut your carbs that I think will be helpful for you, so I'll link to that from this video. But essentially, by reducing sugary carbs and your overall carb intake, you keep your blood sugar level steady, so your muscle and liver cells become more sensitive to those insulin delivery trucks, and your brain becomes more sensitive to the message being carried by your leptin delivery trucks. And as a result, your cells are able to utilize sugar for energy, you free up your body's ability to release fat, and you're no longer burdened by insatiable hunger and cravings. Now, I know it can be intimidating to change your diet, which I think is why so many people have found my 0-1-2-3 strategy to be a very good, logical starting place. It's a very simple strategy. It involves 4 daily habits, and it will get sugar out of your diet for sure. So please follow the links here on the video to learn about that. And that is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.